Weibo, a word invented on the message board 4chan. Someone who is within the otaku culture and loves and defends everything about the anime and Japan. Serious, and not so fun motherfuckers. Here is why. So I've come across this exchange student, and he's got a similar way of thinking of me. And what I find really good about this individual is, even though he's heading off to Japan, loves the culture, loves the anime, he does have a bit of a skeptical side to him and questions, I like all this stuff. Is there anything bad about it? And let's have a listen to him.
Hey, Mina. So today I wanted to talk about the three things that people don't generally know about Japan that are not so great. And the three main things that are bad about Japan that people don't generally know about because, it's not mentioned in anime or documentaries. Because usually people in documentaries and anime want you to go to Japan. Or they try to stereotype Japan as a really awesome place. But no, there are its cons to it, as any country does. So, the three main things that are bad about Japan. Those three things are higher taxes. If you live there, well, higher taxes on anything. It's crowded. It's about 10 times more crowded than US because Japan is the size of California with almost double the population of California. So think of it like that. And the third thing I'll cover last, and probably the biggest thing, is racism. There's a lot of racism in Japan.
I think that should be enough for now. I left a comment on his channel that the three things that he covered is very superficial and goes with the land and area. I don't think the taxes are that bad offers. Their taxing system is actually fairly well engineered that does the people alright. It's mostly focused on the export side of things. Their housing is extremely expensive, but that goes to say for all of Asia. Though with he mentions about cars and public transportation, the cars are not that heavily taxed, though parking and storing your car is the major issue. What they do, and I think this is a brilliant idea to continually stimulate their economy, is after you've owned your car for 5 years, then the taxes are hiked to encourage you to sell it off and buy yourself a brand spanking new one. Most of these cars are exported out to third world countries. My three, if I was to choose my three things that I absolutely loathe about their culture, which would prevent me from ever sticking up for them, living there or whatever, even though mostly political in nature, this is it. The first one is the sexualization of minors, and I've mentioned in the previous video that, actually I think this might be a future one. They're very free about their sexuality and their interests, and at no point they actually promote full-ball pedophilia, which is a good start. You can find content in real life and in animated form of young kids being exploited in poses and outfits and whatnot, and this being cycled around. That is very creepy, and it could fuel ambitions that could lead to worse criminal scenarios. I don't want to go any further in that, as it's kind of sickening to me. The second one is how they conduct themselves in a political, historical manner. As we all know, the winner of war is always the one who writes history, though corruption can take over. During the Second World War, when Japan occupied China, and I don't want to go too deep into this because it can open bad memories and wounds for people, there are quite a few atrocities. I humbly recommend researching it to see the type of people they are historically inside. And it was simply covered up, aided by the Americans. Horrible, horrible stuff, and there has never been an issue of apology from their government, nor acknowledgement in their history books or teaching within their country, which saddens me. I mean, Germany formally apologised for the rise of the Nazi Party. Various countries apologised hundreds of years after a certain single party, single individuals done something fairly nasty in the way of war crimes and whatnot. But they've definitely war criminals back then, and something should have been done about it. The third one is treatment of sea life, conduct of sea farming, and whaling. Now, tuna, salmon, whatnot is big money in Japan, and there are some rarer fishes and mammals in the water that's considered as a delicacy. Now, the more they're hunted and the more they're killed and the rarer they are, the higher their price goes up when you fish them. So they are definitely interested in obliterating large numbers of fish just for the sake of a profit. There is some sort of mentality that they believe is man is above animal, which is some sort of a belief of a higher being. I believe that is quite wrong, and it could also lead in the more racist sides of things, believing being a superior race. I'm not saying that this is a mainstream view over there, but unfortunately within this industry you could sort of see that. We sort of are starting to get some problems in an activist wildlife thing within the seas, and you should sort of rotate sea farm areas to allow population of fish to regrow, or it'll take a long time for the fish to repopulate and we won't have a food source for a period of time. The whaling side of things, which they do struggle and regrow from time to time, but the meat isn't too appetising, and the other resources within whales can be made synthetically. It has been in the papers numerous times that the times when they do release their male wheat on the auction markets and whatnot, the majority of it does not even get sold, thus leading to wastage. These are my three things. Of course, there's a lot of factors that make up for this, that to the reason why I still do enjoy the culture and like to visit. If there's anything that you like, don't be blind to it. Being blind to a government or a way of life can be your absolute worst enemy, and question everything. And always keep your middle finger raised. Thanks for watching, and I hope this provoked some thought. And also be careful in this sort of discussion with others, as you're not too sure who you might offend or whose family may have experienced or been troubled by these and many other atrocities and political bullshit. Catch you later.